In the dinim of Hilchos Taanis Sibur B'Kitzur, he talks over here about the different Taanis that we have throughout the year. It's known that there's a Taanis right after Rosh Hashanah, known as Tzom Gedalia, and there's also later in Tevis. We have this tomorrow, which is a Asara B'Tevis. And then we have Shivas B'Tammuz. Then we have Tisha B'Av. So there's 4 different Tanasim. And there's also Taanis Esther, which is a different type of a Tanis. Taanis Esther has nothing to do with the Churban or anything. There's different reasons why we fast Taanis Esther. And we're not going to go into that right now. That's a discussion in other Mitzvah. But if you look in Gimel, in Hilchos Taanis Sibur in Gimel, he says as follows: Asara B'Tevis, Boy Somach Melech Nebuchadnezzar HaRasha, Al Yerushalayim. Nebuchadnezzar was fighting with the Jewish people, and he encircled Yerushalayim, and Be'iviyah B'Motzah, and he seized U'Motzak, U'Mizeh Nimshach HaChurban. So really, in a sense, we have a dinner mashal by Tisha B'Av. Tisha B'Av is 9 days in Av. What happened on Tisha B'Av? So you ask someone what happened on Tisha B'Av? The Beis HaMikdash was burnt, right? But the Gemara says that the actual burning of the Beis HaMikdash took place on Yud. So the question is, should we fast Tes or should we fast Yud? And the reason why we don't fast both days, because you can't make a tzibur to fast both days, people wouldn't be able to manage it. So the Gemara says that aschalta de pernisa adifa, that if you go back when it started, the start is worse.
So over here,
in Emerson, when they get to Tisha B'Av, there's a question that they ask that there's a Gemara in Bava Kama, there's a Shaul in Bava Kama. One of the mazikim is Eish. So there's a question in the Gemara if Eish is Mishum Chitzah or Eish is Mishum Mamoinai. Why is it Chayiv? Is it because he's like Adam HaMazik? Or is it because he's like, it's his moment that was Mazik? Not that he's Mazik, but the moment that was Mazik. One of the nafkaminas that they ask is when they get to Tisha B'Av, that if we say that Eish Mishum Chitzai, so when did the damage actually happen? The damage happened on Yud. If you say Eish Mishum Moinai, so you say he let out the moment before. But if Eish Mishum Chitzai, so then the Chayz first struck on Yud. So the Teretz is what's the build kasha? Teretz says that when does the Sha'u B'Eish Mishum Chitzai? Because the reason is that once he sent it, did he go on the time when he sent it out, or the time when it landed? But the Sha'u is of it that could he stop it in the middle?
That's a question, right? So
when a person sends out his chayitz, he can stop it in the middle. The Eibush actually, that's what they want to say, that the Eish from Chitzay, and the Eibush sent out the chayitz.
And the Eibush can't stop it.
Yeah, so that's all we. But the Gezach is that we say as Chaltu the Pernisa Difa. So therefore they want to say that there's a din by Tisha B'Av, based on a pasuk I think in Yecheskel, that even if not Tisha, even a Asara B'Tevis, if it came out on Shabbos, you would have to fast on Shabbos. It so happens that Asara B'Tevis, the way the calendar is set up,
won't fall out.
But it happens on Friday.
Yes.
And it happens normally a Tanis when it comes on Friday, so you can push it off. So why over here don't you push it off? So they say because over here is worse than Tisha B'Av. Why is it worse than Tisha B'Av? Because there's a chalta, this is mamash, the chalta the Panisa, the whole chub, everything started from Asara B'Tevis.
So it's a very chomerdik. It's very chomerdik.
Yeah.
Right. The tomorrow's is more than the regular tomorrow.
Now, go down now to Ches. Ches. In Ches he says,
What does it say?
Chiluk yesh ben shloisha tanesim harishainim l'Tisha B'Av. There's a difference between all the other tanesim and Tisha B'Av. B'shloisha tanes harishainim, by the other three tanes, oichen b'layla shelofneim ad sheyala hamoed shachar. So you can eat the night before, Moshe tonight.
Till
You
what
want to
time?
eat, you can eat a whole night
Till
till Alois Shachar. Just to finish. And when is tomorrow, Moshe Alois Shachar is approximate. I saw different cheshbonis, but it's approximately 10 minutes to 6. It's when you get up when. The Netzach Hama is 7:15, so the Alois Shachar is very late. So in other words, you could eat a whole night. V'hu shelo yishen shinas kvar. In other words, that if you went to sleep and then you woke up in the middle of the night, then you can't eat in the middle of the night. However, he says, Avalam yoshen shinas kvar, osa galech rishtois. So if tonight, before you go to sleep, you say, let's say to your wife, or what, I'm planning to get up early in the morning to eat something, or I want to have a coffee. So the din is that if you get up, let's say 5 o'clock in the morning, you wash nagavasa, and you make antil shadayim, and then you can have your coffee. You want to order a piece of cake, you have a piece of cake, and b'meila, the rest of the day will be much easier to fast. You're not starting from the night before. He does
it every day.
Because he does it every day. By Tisha B'Av, it starts, we have a sudam of sekas, and after that you can't eat already. Shloisha Tanya Sarishainim, meaning Asara B'Tevis and Shabbos B'Tammuz and Tzem Gedalia, Mutarim Berchitza, Ubesicha, Ubeneilas Hasan B'Tasha Mita. The 5 Inuyim that we don't do on Yom Kippur, so those don't apply to let's say the Asar B'Tevis. Ub'Tisha B'Av, by Tisha B'Av, Asurim B'Kulam, Umishu B'Al Nefesh, B'Adam Body. Someone that is about Nevesha means a Psanelach, a Yidach ways that is Yachmer Bekulam, Kamoy B'Tisha B'Av. So should try to avoid it just like on Tisha B'Av, even though you're not Mechuyev. It's a Hidul.
So make from a stuff you going.
Rak when Ilas Asanda lo Yachmer. But when Ilas Asanda, you should wear your regular shoes. In other words, it's going to look like a joke to the people. I think it's heightened. If you're not wearing sneakers, you're a big COO and not wearing sneakers, is a chulchot chula.
Or a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Or a t-shirt.
Ubetashma shamita imhu leil tefila yikayim anosai v'shreisha tainas v'shem. Then he says, Oy yesh kula begimel tainas v'shem. There's another kula by the other tiniest. Between that and Tisha B'Av, the Mubaris Umenikas. Mubaris means a woman that's pregnant. Umenikas a woman that's nursing. Hamistaris, if they're having difficulty with the fast, is Petura Milisanis, they don't have to fast. The Chayin Chayla, also a sick person. Apa Pisha Ein Baisakona, La Yasana. Tisha B'Av is very different. Tisha B'Av with more machman. A lot of people make a mistake of on Tisha B'Av, on Yom Kippur, we have shiurim, how much you could eat. On Tisha B'Av, there's no shiur. If you have to eat, it doesn't start with shiurim. The shiurim that have on Tisha on
Yom Kippur do
Yom
not
Kippur
apply.
doesn't apply to Tisha B'Av.
Interesting.
Even someone who's allowed to eat, you shouldn't have a big meal, you know, steaks and everything. Eat just what you need. The cotton is not mechuyev to fast, even though mikomakim im yesh behem das lisabo roy chancham shaloi lachilam rak lechem umayim v'isabugim atziba. Another limited, that certain things that they enjoy to try to
No
not.
candy.
One more thing over here. He says lichas piv b'mayim b'shachas also b'chol tainas siba. In a tainas siba, you're not allowed to rinse your mouth with water, even though you're not swallowing the water. You shouldn't even rinse with water. V'haraik im efsha lifleit. If you have maybe saliva, so try to swallow it down. V'im efsha boilei afilu b'yom kippurim. Then you're allowed to swallow it. Kiven sheim miskaven anasa. You're not having any pleasure from doing it. Ritam haMichael, if you're cooking and you want to know if you're cooking, if you need more salt or whatever it is, how the taste of it is, Ritam haMichael, afilu yifleit also b'tainas siba. So if it's a tainas siba, which Asar b'tevis is one of the tainas siba, you're not allowed to even to put it in your mouth and spit it out. You're not allowed to do that. If it's a private tainus, let's say a tainus cholam, or for some reason you're fasting, is mutar litam ulahaflet. V'chein chitzas apeh muteres b'tainus siba.
Tainus yochid.
Tainus yochid. Okay. That's
Tomorrow morning, if you wake up early enough.
Tomorrow morning, so if you wake up, if
Early
you have a
enough, you wash
mind
your
to
mouth.
eat, and people by a lot of shuls already, davening already.
Yeah.
6 o'clock is a little problem to daven today,
Yeah, we
but
can't put on film today
7
till 6.
o'clock, many shuls are davening 7 o'clock already.
Next year will be good.